The area of international women's rights law then, and the legal frameworks that sort of are underpinning that. How is that helping the situation? How do we actually make a difference and have confidence that we are shifting the dial in this area?
So when it comes to women's international law, there's a part of the UN is a convention which we signed back in, it started back in the 40s, the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, which is otherwise known as CEDAW, C-E-D-A-W. So CEDAW is there to assist and also monitor how the member states ratify international law. So what I mean by ratify is when we say Australia or America goes to the UN and we say, yes, we agree with that international law, we'll sign it, then governments have to go home and ratify what they've signed. With CEDAW, it's really important to understand that even though CEDAW has been extraordinarily helpful, especially for Australia, because without CEDAW, we would not have started the first and only Sex Discrimination Act that we have for women in Australia. So that was done back in the early 90s, 1984 from memory. If we compare that to a global power, the United States of America, they have yet to ratify CEDAW, right? So what does this mean? This means, and we're seeing it playing out now, without CEDAW being ratified by the Americans, they can do whatever they want, right? Irrespective of whether they sign it or not. But this is really problematic, and we're seeing it now with the abortion issue. Governments, great majority white privileged males, telling women how to act, how to conduct their bodies, and what they can and can't do. And a lot of this is very archaic concepts that come from religion, that women are a second-class citizen, that women are not as worthy as men, that women are just the baby factories and should stay at home. Like, if you read some of the stuff that comes out of these religious leaders' mouths, you think you would be back in the 1800s, right?
Would.
It's extraordinary. So religion has a lot to do with it. So to answer your question, yes, CEDAW has helped. A lot of countries ratify law to help women, but there is no one there, you know, smacking them on the hand and saying, naughty, naughty boys, you didn't ratify. So they continue to marginalise women and subordinate us, regardless of where we live.